Well, good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the Red Zone Junior, the affectionate name we give to the auxiliary gymnasium here at Hicksville Schools. We're here getting ready for a afternoon of girls basketball here at Hicksville Junior High. That's right, we've got the 7th grade and the 8th grade girls throwing out the welcome mat. They're hosting the Lady Panthers of Paulding this afternoon, and we're going to have both games for you. 2 live streams here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel this afternoon. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. With me is Chris Warner, and he's going to be operating the iPad Pro camera. Now, before we get started and say a thank you to all of our underwriters, I do want to point out that we are going to be using the iPad Pro, so it's going to be kind of like a throwback. We will not have, when we've been using the OBS with the laptop or whatever, we've had the scoreboard up in the corner and stuff like that. We're not able to do that just yet here in the auxiliary gym. It takes a lot of space to be able to have the laptop and the OBS and everything. And Christopher, because it's Thanksgiving week, it's just the 2 of us here today. And we don't have any table or anything along those lines. So for the time being, we're still going to be doing our live streaming from the auxiliary gym, sort of old school, using the iPad and the headset microphone. So we're going to try to figure out a way to be able to use the OBS, or we have some other equipment that hopefully will be coming after the first of the year. So we'll see how things play out, but just want to let everybody know that it's nothing against the junior high or anything like that. It's simply the fact that we just do not have the space for all of the equipment for the other format. So with that, we still have all of our underwriters to thank, making our coverage possible this afternoon. Our platinum level underwriting supporter is ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. We also want to thank our 3 diamond level underwriters who are the platinum level underwrites basically all of the operations of Hicksville Community Television. Diamond level underwrites all of our sports coverage, and those diamond underwriters include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Thanks to them, online at jimschmidtauto.com. We also want to thank APT Manufacturing of Hicksville, Ohio, and you can find them online at aptmfg.com/careers. And the Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where they say go Lady Aces. And remember to shop local this Saturday for Small Business Saturday in downtown Hicksville. And we want to thank our gold level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our basketball coverage, and that's Subway of Hicksville, where Al and the gang also say go Lady Aces, and remind you to download the mobile app to your device to take advantage of ordering in advance, having it ready for you to pick up, and you can get their points or whatever. I'm not sure what they call them, but you can earn points towards getting some free stuff and discounts as well. So we want to thank them so very much. Subway of Hicksville, proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game that we hand out at the end of each varsity basketball game we cover here on HIX-TV. So we've got the Lady Panthers of Paulding, and the Paulding Panthers 7th graders will run down their roster. They'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard. They feature number 4, Elena White. Number 11 is Gabby Stork. Number 15 is Katie Kukuk. It's Miracle Omanyan. She wears number 22. Number 33 is Addison Arend. Number 42, Adriana Mead. Number 43 is Delaney Johans. Number 45, Addison Gribble. And number 55 is Annabelle Emitwi. Over on the Lady Aces side, they've only got 6 dressed this evening. They are number 11, Sophie Fries. Number 14 is Vernice Avalos. Number 22 is Jocelyn Baldwin. Number 32, Gabrielle Neal. Number 42 is Abigail Hansen. And number 45 is Devoni Mull. So I tried to check as many pronunciations as I could. So hopefully I'm not too far off. And if I have accidentally mispronounced a name, I apologize. On the junior high level, just 6-minute quarters. Got a pretty good officiating crew out there this afternoon. Christopher Warner who accidentally broke his glasses earlier today, is blind as a bat, but hopefully he'll be able to follow the action well enough. Lady Aces come out onto the court. Here come the Lady Panthers, and we're going to get ready to get the first of our 2 live streams this afternoon underway here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Again, Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, very glad to have you with us, and hope you're looking forward to some great girls junior high basketball action. Tip controlled by the Lady Panthers, and we are underway. Quickly up the floor, feeds it to the inside, up, off glass, and good. That's number 42, Adriana Mead, with the first bucket of the game, and the Lady Panthers with an early 2-0 lead. Here come the Lady Aces on offense for the first time this afternoon. Bounce pass inside, up, off glass, bounces around and goes down. Devani Mull with the bucket, and 2 points to tie things up. Or Devani Mull, I'm sorry. Lady Panthers, again, working it down low, and then they'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Kakuk passes over to White. White will put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Aces. Mull across the timeline. Mull going to drive to the hoop, puts it up with a hook shot, no good. Rebound up, and also no good. That comes down, and that'll be a travel. Came down into the hands of Gabby Stork, and Stork got the ball and took a step and then started dribbling. That'll get the travel call, so that'll be a turnover back to the Lady Aces. Sophie Freese getting ready to handle the inbounds. She gets it in to Baldwin. Baldwin works around the perimeter, drives in towards the hoop, puts up the hook shot over the top of the iron, no good. Put back up, that bounces off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Panthers. That's cleared by, I believe that was Johans. It was. She'll get the ball off to Stork. Stork trying to feed it in low, but it's stolen away by the Lady Aces. Baldwin's going to slow things down and let her offense catch up to her. They'll work it around the perimeter. Tries to get it inside. Bounce pass on the arc. And now a drive towards the baseline, puts it up. Bounces off the iron and no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Panthers ball. Tied at 2 with 4:15 to go in our opening quarter. Panthers bring the ball up across midcourt. Drives into the paint. Dishes it off, up off the iron, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Mull. And it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Quick inbounds up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Aces. That's Mull. Mull launches it down, and they weren't expecting it, but a fortuitous bounce, and it stays in the hands of the Lady Aces. From the three-point arc, that'll be off center and out of bounds. Long shot taken by Avalos. Back come the Lady Panthers. Saved before it goes out of bounds. White dishes it down low, up off glass, no good. Goes right over the hoop, and another shot on goal, no good. And here comes Mull. Lady Aces looking to take the lead here with a bucket. They'll have to kick it back out, nothing there. Mull, and that's good for 3. Devani Mull has got all 5 of the Lady Aces points so far as they take a 3-point lead, 5-2. Shot up, and that one will be no good, and Mull with another board. And Mull will take it back the other way again. Mull holds up at the arc. Tries to work her way down low, nothing there. Over to Avalos. Avalos bounce pass back to Mull. Mull under the hoop, up, and good! Lady Panthers back on 0. Kakuk with the ball, bounce pass over to White. White gets it under control, heads back towards the paint. And her bounce pass to Johans. Johans will get it down to Mead, and Mead back to Johans, who puts it up off glass and good. Delaney Johans with her first bucket of the afternoon. to make it a 7-4 game. 2:15 and the clock rolling here in quarter number 1. Shot up, no good. Avalos with the rebound. The shortest girl gets the ball taken away from her up. And that's going to be a whistle and a 2-shot foul. The foul will be on number 4, Elena White. That'll be her first, team foul number 1. And that's going to put Jocelyn Baldwin at the line to shoot 2. 2:03 to go in our opening quarter. Baldwin, first one off the back of the iron, no good. She'll get one more. Baldwin's second shot, also off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to the Lady Panthers. White gets the ball and takes it across half court. White feeds it down into the corner. Kakuk gets it back to White. White passes it off. That'll be high off the glass and no good. Knocked out of bounds. White was attempting the rebound, and it'll get slapped out of bounds by the Aces. So here comes the inbounds play for the Lady Panthers. And that'll be out of bounds as White missed the inbounds pass. So they'll turn it back over to the Lady Aces, and Sophie Freese will get ready to inbounds the ball. Freese gets it into Baldwin. Baldwin off of Freese's hand, stolen away by White. White with a breakaway, puts the ball up off the side of the backboard, no good. And now it's a struggle between her and Freese. Ball comes up, gets into the hands of Kakuk. Kakuk shot's no good, and here comes Baldwin the other way. Baldwin puts it up. Off the iron, no good, put back. And that will be good for Devaney Mull. Mull now with 9 points. Aces up by 5. Gabby Stork feeds it over to White. White tried to dish it off to Kakuk, and Kakuk missed it. It goes out of bounds. That'll be another turnover to the Lady Aces. So here comes Freese to handle the inbounds chores. Less than a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Freese gets it into Baldwin. Baldwin back to Freese. Freese to Avalos. So work around the perimeter. Avalos looking for an opening. Doesn't see one, and she tries to dish it off to Freese. And Freese can't get to the ball in time, and that one will go out of bounds, and that'll be an Aces turnover to the Lady Panthers. Kakuk gets the ball in. Stork over to Mead. Mead tries to put it up, finally gets it free, and that'll be a battle between Mead and Mull. They'll call the jump ball, and the possession arrow points to the Aces. Freese again into Baldwin. 20 seconds and counting. Baldwin crosses the timeline with 17. Baldwin up and off the glass and good. And we'll get ready for the Panthers. Up on the other end, no good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we played the first 6 minutes, and it's the homestanding Lady Aces leading the Paulding Panthers in this 7th grade game, 11-4, our first quarter score. Time here between quarters, and we want to say a big thank you to one of our diamond level underwriters making our coverage possible, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory anytime online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, or after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. HIX-TV.com. We want to thank them, along again with our platinum level underwriting supporter. And that, of course, is ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. A world-class facility located on Industrial Drive. ARC Solutions, you can find out more about the solutions they have for business and industry online at www.arcsolinc.com. We are live right now, and we are on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. HIX-TV YouTube channel. That's all right. That way everybody knows we really are live, and we're right up here in the stands with the fans. 6 minutes to go, quarter number 2, inbound by Paulding. Gabby Stork over on the wing. That's a new player in number 33. That's Addison Arend. Shot up, no good. Mull clears it for the Aces. She'll bring it up. Mull, spin move, and a double dribble. So that'll be a turnover. And it'll go back to the Lady Panthers. 5:38 to go here before halftime. Again, this is the first of 2 games we're going to have for you this afternoon. This is a 7th grade matchup. Shot up, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Baldwin for the Lady Aces. She'll hold up. Let the rest of the team catch up to her. Baldwin now drives baseline, puts up the shot, no good, but she's going to be fouled. So that one's going to be on 42. That'll be Adriana Mead picking up her first personal. Team foul number 2. Also into the game now, or was into the game, number 32 for the Aces. That's Gabrielle Neal. First shot by Baldwin's no good. Neal in to give Freese a bit of a breather. Baldwin has one more. And that one again off the back of the iron and no good. So far, Baldwin just has a little too much on her free throws. Avalos almost with the seal. Ball loose on the floor. Panthers control it. Pass over to Arend. Arend tries to work it in. Nothing there. She'll kick it back out to Kukuk. Kuk gets the ball back before the over and back. Back to Arend. Now they'll toss it down to Stork. Stork will put it up. That'll be low and out of bounds. And that should be Ace's ball. Avalos will come back to handle the inbounds. Baldwin driving down again. She heads down towards the baseline, puts it up, in and out, no good. Oh. And back to the Panthers, quickly down the floor. Stork gets it off, and that is good. Adriana Mead with her second bucket of the afternoon to make it an 11-6 game. Aces lead cut to 5. Avalos brings the ball up. Avalos working down into the corner. She's going to launch one. That'll be off the iron and no good. Run down by the Panthers. They get it off to Gabby Stork. Stork quickly down the floor. Stork misses the dribble and kicks the ball, and then that loose ball is going to be a battle between her and Mull, and Mull will get the jump ball, and the possession arrow pointing to the Lady Aces. And Freese is going to check back into the game, and she's going to be spelling Hansen. Abigail will step out for a bit of a breather. Only 6 7th graders on this Aces squad, so only one substitution at a time. Baldwin kicks it back and almost picked off by Stork, but Mull comes up with the ball. She'll drive and put it up, no good. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Devaney Mull. And that'll be team foul number 3 for the Lady Panthers, and I did not catch who that foul was on, so I apologize for that. Mull, first one's good. She'll have one more. 3:50 to go here in quarter number 2. That one's good too. Mole sinks both her free throws and makes it a 13-6 game. Puts the Aces lead back to 7. And a quick substitution for the Lady Panthers. And we'll get ready to get back into action. Here comes Gabby Stork with the ball. Stork looking things over at the top of the key. Tries to work her way in. She'll put it up, partially blocked. It comes down into the hands of Neal. Neal will get the ball to Mull. Mull's going to drive in, kick it back out to Baldwin. Baldwin back out to Mull. Mull's going to come for the corner. That'll be no good. Kakuk will grab the board for the Lady Panthers. She'll toss it off to Stork, and here comes Paulding. Addison Arend tried to feed it down into Kakuk, and Baldwin knocks it out of bounds for the Lady Aces, so it'll stay in the Panthers' hands. Kakuk gets it in to White. White puts it up, no good. Neal grabs the rebound, and that'll be another jump ball, and that one should be the Paulding Panthers on the possession arrow. It is. Katie Kakuk will come back to handle the inbounds charge. Into White. White puts it up, and it's going to wave it off. It was off the superstructure above the backboard. That's out of bounds. So 13-6, the Aces with the lead, and they get the basketball back with just under 3 minutes to go as we edge past the halfway point of our second quarter. Baldwin, double team down in the corner, gets it out to Mull. Mull bounce pass to Avalos. She's going to throw it up. That's high off the glass and no good. And we're going to have another battle for the rebound. And that one's going to be a foul. And it looks like that one is going to be on Devaney Mull. That'll be her first. And team foul number 1 for the Aces. White down in the corner, looking for some help. Gets the ball out to Arend. Arend, bounce pass. That's to Johans. Johans will work it around the perimeter. Johans cross court, and that'll be over everybody's head. And saved, but bounced into Sophie Freese. Freese clears the decks and controls the ball. Now Baldwin with it. Baldwin bounce pass back to Mull. Mull pull up jumper, and that's good. 15-6 now, a 9-point lead. As the Aces start to pull away a little bit. Still a lot of basketball left to go this afternoon. Avalos is having a bit of a slap fight with Stork. Stork comes up with the basketball, gets it to White. Mull, though, saves it right on the baseline. Mull alley-oops it down to Baldwin. Baldwin all alone, up off glass, no good. Kakuk with the rebound on the other end for the Lady Panthers. And here comes Paulding once again, down into the corner, over White's head, out of bounds. Mrs. Chamberlain almost paid the price. Yeah. Jeff Haught in his officiating gear hands the ball over to Sophie Freese to pass it into Baldwin, and here come the Lady Aces. Minute 20 to go before halftime. Bounce pass down to Mull. Mull puts it up and gets the bounce. It has been the Devaney Mull show so far this afternoon, as she's accounted for 15 of the Aces' 17 points. White puts it up, and that one over the top of the backboard, out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball with 58.9 seconds to go before halftime. Freese into Avalos. Bernice bouncing it, keeping it out of the hands of the Panthers. Being dogged a little bit by Gabby Stork there. Avalos shot no good. Rebound comes down to Arend. Arend will toss it over to Stork, and she'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Stork on the wing, up, off glass, and good. Gabby Stork, her first 2 points of the afternoon to make it 17-8. Here come the Aces. 20 seconds to go before halftime. See if they can set up a good shot right before the buzzer. Freese back to Baldwin. Baldwin from the corner, up over the iron, no good. Ball bouncing loose, grabbed by White. White with 8 seconds gets it to Stork. Stork down the floor. Stork loses the dribble and falls on the ball as it goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover back to the Lady Aces. 2 seconds to go before halftime. Aces can probably just get it in bounds and dribble it a couple times. Maybe take a half-court shot. Oh, that was close, but no good. We've reached halftime, and at the intermission of the 7th grade game, it's the homestanding Lady Aces leading the Lady Panthers of Paulding 17-8. Your halftime score. Closing now, let's do some unofficial scoring for you real quickly here in the first half of the 7th grade game. For the Paulding Lady Panthers, who are trailing on the scoreboard, they had Adriana Mead had a couple of buckets for 4. And then Delaney Johans had a bucket for 2, and Gabby Stork a bucket for 2, and that accounts for their 8 points. Over on the Lady Aces side, you had Jocelyn Baldwin with a bucket and 2, and then after that, Devaney Mull. She had 5 field goals for 10, plus a 3-pointer, and 2 free throws for a total of 15 in that first half. So she accounts for the majority of the Lady Aces scoring. So with that, the buzzer sounds. The teams will come back out onto the floor, and we'll get ready to get the second half underway here on Hicksville Community Television. You are watching girls junior high basketball action coming to you live from the Auxiliary Gymnasium here at Hicksville Schools on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you with us. Lady Aces with the ball to get the third quarter underway. Freese inbounds to Avalos, and here we go. Avalos, there you go. She just drives baseline, puts it up and in. Her first bucket of the afternoon. The other way, Stork for the Lady Panthers, and she's going to be hand-checked. And that's going to be a whistle, and that'll be a foul on Verens. Avalos will pick up her first personal. Verenice Avalos. Up and no good. Mull with the rebound for the Lady Aces. Devaney holds up, bounce pass over the wing, tried to get it to Freese, and goes out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover back to the Lady Aces. White in to Stork. Stork guarded by Avalos. Partially deflected, ball loose. White gets it under control. She'll thread the needle and head towards the bucket, no good. Rebound comes down. She'll put up again. And that'll go out of bounds. That was Mead trying to get it under control, but not able to do so. Mull knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. Kachuk in quick inbounds, no good. And that'll be grabbed by Baldwin on the baseline. Baldwin wastes no time. She just outruns everybody, heads towards the bucket, puts it up, no good. Mull from the three-point arc, off the back of the iron, no good. Freese gets it under control on the far corner to Baldwin. Baldwin up over the defender, no good. Mull trying to get it under control under the basket, dribbles it out of bounds, and it'll turn it back over to the Lady Panthers. Stork gets the inbounds. Gets ready to head up court. Avalos again gets her hands on it. Bounces loose. Avalos trying to get it under control. And it's loose on the floor. Avalos scoops it up. She'll stop, put up the shot. No good. Knocked out of bounds. It should stay with the Lady Aces. 4:22 to go, quarter number 3. Sophie Fries to Baldwin. Baldwin puts it up right away, no good. Put back up, no good. Mull from the corner puts it up off the back of the iron, no good. Still bouncing around loose. Fries comes up with the ball. She tries to take a shot, gets hacked, goes straight in the air. No good, bounces out of bounds. And we'll see who touched it last. I think it's going to be Paulding. Yep. Paulding ball. Yep, there we go. Fries. Paulding touched it last. Fries gets it into Baldwin. Baldwin out to the arc. Drives back in. Puts it up and draws the foul. It'll be 2 shots for Jocelyn Baldwin. And that'll be team foul number 1 for the second half on Paulding. Baldwin, back of the iron again and no good. Meade will step out and Aaron back in for the Lady Panthers. Baldwin's second shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound bounces off of Avalos, but it's run down by Kakuk before it goes out of bounds. She'll get it to Stork. Stork will take it down to the corner. Back to Kakuk. Kakuk at the free throw line. Gets it to Aaron. Aaron tries to drive baseline, puts it up, goes right over the hoop, and Mull grabs it for the Lady Aces and double dribbles. So it'll get back to the Panthers. Kakuk gets it in to Stork. Wasn't expecting it. And Avalos scoops it up. Avalos going to drive the length of the court, and she'll travel. She tried to pull up and pass the ball and took that little extra step. Got the whistle. Another turnover to the Lady Panthers. Down by 11. Looking to get back into this game. White gets the ball deflected out of bounds by Mull. It'll stay with Paulding. Panthers trail the Lady Aces 19-8 here in the third quarter. Inbounds, quick up, and no good, and that'll be a foul. Delaney Johans. Second team foul on the Aces, and that'll send Johans to the line to shoot a couple with the clock stopped at 3:25. Johans' first one bounces around and is no good. She'll have one more. Delaney's second shot. And that one's no good. Rebound, bit of a scrum underneath the bucket. Shot up off the glass, no good. And that will be a common foul. Team foul number 3 against the Lady Aces. Kakuk gets the ball in, right back to her. She'll put it up over the hoop, no good. Aaron on the other side to White. White puts it up off the glass, no good. Kakuk grabs the rebound. She'll get it to Stork. Up and blocked, and Baldwin comes up with it for the Lady Aces. Baldwin works through traffic. Down to Mull. Mull has the ball slapped away, and it goes out of bounds. And Sophie Fries will run over to handle the inbounds. 2:48 to go, past the halfway point of quarter number 3. In this girls' 7th grade game, Fries gets it into Mull, puts it up, no good, a little bit short. Stork with the rebound, and here come the Lady Panthers. Avalos working on Stork. Stork loses the dribble, but White's there to scoop it up. She puts it up, no good. Mull grabs the ball from her, flips it down to Baldwin. Baldwin looking for the breakaway, puts it up, and good. Jocelyn Baldwin with 2 more to make it 21-8. Stork and Avalos battling out front once again. Stork hangs on to the ball, gets down to the corner. Baldwin, and then she tosses it. Avalos almost got the TO. White comes up with it to Kakuk off the glass, no good. Mull looking to grab the rebound, not able to get it. She's going to tie herself up with Aaron. That'll be a jump ball. And it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Neal will come into the game for Hicksville. She'll spell Hansen. Kakuk gets it in, up off glass, and good. Johans gets her second bucket of the night. 21-10 now, the minute 45 to go in quarter number 3. Baldwin working through traffic. Tried to get it to Freese, but White steps in and picks the ball off. Down to Stork, but that one's stolen by Avalos, but she goes out of bounds. So a good job on defense for Hicksville. Kakuk looking around, bounce pass into White. White puts it up right away off the glass and good. Elena White, that's her first bucket of the night and makes it a 21-12 game. Minute 20 to go in quarter number 3. Baldwin from the free throw line puts it up short. Saves it, but it goes right into the hands of Johans for Paulding. She'll toss it over to Stork. Stork quickly up the floor. Stork puts the ball up, no good. Kakuk grabs the rebound. That one will be up and no good. Stork underneath the bucket, and she'll be fouled by Mull. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Lady Aces. And that'll send Gabby Stork to the line. She'll shoot 2. 48.5 on the score, on the timer, I should say, on the clock. Stork's first one's good. She'll get one more. Into the game now for Paulding, Miracle Omenion. Stork's second one is also good. Gabby Stork makes it a 21-14 game, cuts the lead to 7. Baldwin brings it up. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Into Mull. Mull, bounce pass. Avalos puts it up, no good. Freese tries to get it underneath the bucket. Goes off of her and out of bounds. Back to the Lady Panthers. 30 seconds to go here. Stork will bring the ball up. Stork goes to it's slapped away by Mull. Mull puts it out in front for Avalos. Avalos lays it up, no good. Put back by Baldwin is up and good. 6 points now for Jocelyn Baldwin. It's 23-14, and that'll be a travel as Stork lost her balance a little bit and had to take a little bit of a hop there. Freese inbounds to Mull. Devaney gonna launch it, and no good, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the Lady Aces continue to lead the Lady Panthers, 23-14, our third quarter score. Well, with the time we have between quarters, we still have one more diamond level underwriting supporter to thank, and that, of course, is the Hicksville Pharmacy. The Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. They're your good neighbor pharmacy, a full pharmacy to serve you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. Also, medical equipment and supplies and over-the-counter medications, gifts and sundries as well, greeting cards, candles, and more. If you're interested in maybe getting a COVID booster or a flu shot, they have those available. You can get more information, maybe even schedule an appointment. Give them a call, 419-542-6218. And that, of course, is the Hicksville Pharmacy, one of the hallmarks of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, where the Myers family says, go Lady Aces, and also reminds you to please support local businesses in Hicksville this Saturday. Small Business Saturday is part of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. They look forward to seeing you at the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Can't say enough about all of our underwriters making our coverage possible. 6 minutes to go in regulation in this game. And we'll get ready to get the fourth and final quarter up and running. Aces with the ball to inbounds to get things started. Freeze to Avalos. Avalos. Amanyan meets her. Avalos drives baseline up, no good. White grabs the rebound, gets it to Stork. Back to White. Nothing there. She'll try to bounce pass it inside. Turn around up and no good. And that's going to be another foul on Devaney Mull. I think that's 3 on her. And that's going to put Delaney Johans back at the line to shoot 2 once again. Johans. First one bounced around. I thought it was going to roll through, but it drops on the wrong side of the cylinder. She'll have one more. Johans, and they're going to wave that one off. Lane violation, so it'll be Ace's ball. Neal gives the ball. Friesel inbounds it to Avalos. Avalos will bring it up, cross midcourt. Avalos trying to drive baseline. She runs in to Amanian. And it'll go out of bounds. Ace's ball still. Baldwin from the side, no good. Put back up, and that's good by Avalos. 4 points now for Avalos. 25-14. Aces back up by 11. Stork almost loses the dribble, gets it back. And that's going to be almost stolen away. White now will take the shot. That's going to drop, and Mull will scoop it up on the baseline. Mull, long pass down to Freese. He'll turn around, put it right back up off glass, no good. Knocked out of bounds. That's going to stay with the Aces. Into the game now, number 42, Adriana Mead, as Amanian will step out. And we're going to have a timeout. Our first timeout of the game, I believe, comes in the fourth quarter. 4:59 to go in the contest. And again, the Aces up 25-14. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you with us. Hope you are enjoying the coverage this afternoon. First of 2 live streams we have for you here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. When this one wraps up, we'll take a break, probably about, about 10 minutes or so. We'll let you know. I'm not sure whether they take 10 or 20 minutes between the games. I think it's 20. Well, anyway, we'll take a bit of a break, but we'll be back with our second live stream, which will be the 8th grade contest between these two schools. Getting ready to get back into action. Freese inbounds to Baldwin, who launches it off the back of the iron. No good. Kakuk with the rebound. She'll get it to Stork. Stork Stops just shy of the three-point arc. Now drives into the paint off of her foot. Scooped up by White. Her shot's no good. It comes down into the hands of Hansen. Hansen gets it to Mull. Mull to Baldwin up and no good, but she'll be fouled. Jocelyn Baldwin draws the foul. That'll be on 42. That'll be on Meade. And that's going to put Baldwin at the line to shoot 2 with 4:37 to go in regulation. That one's no good. Pretty quickly moving game here this afternoon for the 7th graders. Baldwin's second shot is another lane violation, and that'll go to the Lady Panthers now. So the score remains the same, 25-14. Paulding with the ball. Stork will bring it up. Kakuk will shadow her. Stork runs into Avalos, as she has done for most of the night. Shot up and off the front of the iron, no good. Mull quickly down to Baldwin. Baldwin going to see if she can do the breakaway. Lays it up off the glass, no good. Freese tries to get the rebound. It's going to wind up, though, into a wrestling match between Baldwin and Kakuk. It'll be Panthers ball. 4:18 to go. And we'll reset and get ready to do it once again. Again, Stork will bring the ball up. Avalos will meet her at the top of the key. Shadow her down as she drives baseline. Ball loose on the floor. She's sitting holding it. Tries to get it out of there. And it's scooped up by Baldwin. Baldwin picking the ball up off the floor. Quickly down court. Bounce pass to Mull. Puts it up and in. Devaney Mull. That's her first bucket of the second half. 27-14. And here comes Stork for the Panthers. And Avalos gets it away from her and then almost loses it. Now it's a bit of a wrestling match. Kakuk got it away from her. Got it to White. Then it's Baldwin taking it away from White and taking it down the court, laying it up and in. White with the ball now for the Panthers. Elena gets it down to Johans. Johans shot no good. Mull comes up with it. Mull again to Baldwin. Baldwin up off glass and good. That long pass to Baldwin from Mull, and the breakaway layup is starting to work for him. White to Stork, puts it up no good, and again Mull will grab. She'll look down the floor. This time she's going to keep it herself. Mull travels as she tries to make the break for the hoop. It'll be a turnover. Panthers with the ball as Stork will come out and Omanian will be back in for her. They'll get the ball in to White. Kakuk will head on down the floor. White at top of the key to Kakuk. Kakuk to Omanian. And she'll get it over to Aaron. And back to White. White take the shot from just inside the three-point arc. Kakuk gets the rebound, puts it up. And that'll come down into the hands of Mull. And the Lady Aces will have it, and she'll drop it down to Baldwin again. Baldwin will put it up off glass, no good. White grabs the rebound for the Lady Panthers. She'll slow things down a little bit, top of the key. Over to Aaron. Aaron bounce pass down to Kakuk, turn around off the glass, no good. Comes down to Hansen, who gets it off, and now it's going to be Avalos, who put it up, no good. Baldwin right there trying to get her hands on it. Knocked out of bounds. Omanian and Baldwin were battling for it, and I think Baldwin touched it last before it went out of bounds. Inbounds, and here comes Elena White. Under 2 minutes to go here in regulation, as the Aces are looking to notch one in the win column here this afternoon. Shot up and good by Elena White. White makes it a 31-16 game. Aces get the ball to Sophie Freese. Freese looking for some help, gets it to Avalos. Avalos driving baseline, Almost loses the ball, hangs on to it. She'll take a shot from three-point land. That'll be up off the back of the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kakuk wins that one. She'll get it off to White. White with 1:15. Avalos, a little ball hawking. Ball knocked loose, and it's going to be a jump ball between White and Mull. And the possession arrow this time favors the Lady Aces. So Hicksville gets the ball back with 1:09 to go. Freese will bring the ball up court. Freese loses the dribble, gets it back, but it's scooped up by White. White the other way. Baldwin meets her. Quick shot over to Kakuk, up no good. Baldwin and White now battling. That'll be another jump ball. That'll stay with the Lady Panthers, as Paulding will bring in some new players. Number 55, Annabella Amitui, comes in. Lamanyan will step out. Also back in the game, number 11, Stork. And Addison Gribble, blocked by Mull. Mull down the floor. Mull puts it up off glass, no good. Battle underneath the bucket. Kakuk comes up with it, gets it back to Stork with 30 seconds. Stork slapped away almost by Avalos, and Aaron comes up with it. Freese can't get it away, and now Emitui. And then back to Gribble. That up no good. Double dribble, and that'll be a turnover. So the Aces get the ball back. 15.7 seconds. Inbounds to Freese. Freese crossing the midcourt stripe with 10. Freese goes down baseline, puts up the easy shot. No good. Avalos follows back up. That one's no good. Kakuk grabs the rebound. Here comes Stork. Stork, half-court shot at the buzzer, off the iron, and no good. And that is the ball game. And your final score for the 7th graders, it's the Lady Aces defeating the Lady Panthers 31-16, the final score. And we'll do some quick additions here and get you some final scores here. Unofficial, of course. And we'll run them down. Unofficial scoring for the 7th grade game. For the Lady Panthers, they had 4 players, each scoring 4 points. Elena White had a couple buckets, both in the second half for 4 points. Gabby Stork had a bucket in the first half and 2 free throws in the second half for 4. Adriana Mead had 2 buckets, both in the first half for 4. And Delaney Johans had a bucket in each of the halves and 4 points for her as well. That accounts for their 16. On the Lady Aces side, there was Veronisa Avalos, excuse me. I have Molina written down. They had Molina on one roster and Avalos on the other, and I wasn't sure which one, so I wrote them both down, and I meant to cross one off, but I forgot. So Avalos with a couple of buckets in the second half for 4 points. Jocelyn Baldwin, 1 bucket in the first half, and then she erupted for 4 more in the second half to finish with 10. And then leading all scorers was Devaney Mull. She had 15 in the first half and 1 bucket in the second half to finish up with 17 total for the afternoon. So there you have it, 31-16, the final score. And congratulations to the Lady Aces with the win. 8th graders will be up next. We want to say a big thank you before we wrap up this live stream. First off, to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible. Our platinum level underwriter, that's ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Our 3 diamond level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevy Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Your good neighbor pharmacy. You can give them a call, 419-542-6218, for information about COVID boosters or flu shots. And, of course, Subway of Hicksville, our gold level underwriting supporter. Subway of Hicksville, where they say go Lady Aces, proud supporters of the Subway Player of the Game Award that we give out at the end of each varsity contest that we cover here on HIX-TV. Thanks to all of them. Thanks also to the Junior High Athletic Department for giving us the space, permission to be here to live stream this afternoon. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage we had for you here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Chris and I are going to be back probably in about 5 or 6 minutes, not very long, with the second live stream of the junior varsity matchup between the 8th graders. Until then, though, once more, final score in the 7th grade game. The Lady Aces win 31-16. And for Chris Warner operating the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television.